Hello, I'm from E-Renesa, and today we have with us Utkarsh Mudgal sir. So, could you introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. So, as he said, I am Utkarsh Mudgal and I am from final year electrical engineering department, and I am the speaker of student council SVNIT, and apart from that I also share a position in Center for Human Resource Development. I am the secretary of CHRD.
So, according to the constitution, what are your roles and responsibilities?
Okay, as a speaker, my role is to represent the Student Affairs Council. The Student Affairs Council, which comprises of all the branch councillors, hostel secretaries, day scholar representatives, and the class councillors and all. So I get to represent all those members in the student council meetings. Okay. Apart from that, I get to choose what issue to put up in those meetings.
So, as you already said, you're head of both CHRD as a secretary, and you're also the speaker for our college. So, these are two very important positions.
Right.
How would you avoid a conflict of interest?
Okay, so first of all, I am interested in both of these things.
Of course.
Okay, and the thing is, I do not ever have a conflict, because what I do is, I follow such paths that these things complement each other.
Of course.
Okay, when I thought about being the speaker, then I got several questions about this. That how will you be able to manage both of these positions and all? But in the past also, I was the head of electrical engineering department, and at the same time I was the joint secretary of CHRD.
Yeah.
So I was doing that. So I had experience in handling two positions. So I was quite comfortable with handling these two top positions.
As you say, you're the representative of the student council. So, could you tell us more about how the student budget is formed basically, and how the money is allocated for each student club?
So what happens is, when in the odd semester you pay the student the fees or the tuition fees, you also pay extra 3,000 rupees.
Yeah.
Extra 3,000 rupees as student welfare fund. Okay. Now those 3,000 rupees are collected from each of the students, the 4,000 students, and then a collective student welfare fund comes out. Now through that fund we have all the student chapters running, we have the full sports running, we have the mediclaim running, we have the inter-NIT competitions wherever the students go, the traveling allowance and all that running. So from all the amount that we have got from the students themselves, that is the amount the college uses to give the services and whatever the sports facilities or the student chapter funds and all. So that's how the amount is distributed.
Also, we've heard that the student chapter budget keeps getting delayed each year. What is the reason for this?
Okay, it actually does not get delayed. The thing is, when the whole student council forms,
Yeah.
okay, so once there is a speaker who's present to sign under that budget, only then it will go to the members of to the faculty members. So it totally depends on when the elections are happening. I suppose from 10th or 7th of October I started taking the responsibilities. We had the first meeting, we called all the student chapters. Once I got to know what all are the expectations, what all are the demands, then by the consultation of GS, CAS and CCAS, I published the final budget, and by 30th October I submitted it to the faculty members, and I suppose it got passed in 2 or 3 days. So by 15th or 13th of November we had our budget with us. But the thing in our college is, after 15th of November till 1st of January, in fact 7th of January, our college doesn't run, because after 15th of November we are having practicals, then we are having a 7-week bunk for exams, unofficial bunk, then we have exams, then we have a 1-month break, then we come late because we want to celebrate New Year and all, we as in all the students. So that's where the budget gets delayed. The budget was passed on 4th or 5th of November, but it came to the knowledge of students after 2 months.
To your knowledge, have there been any recent edits or changes made to the constitution or the rules?
None of the major rule change or amendment was made in the constitution as in, but yeah, general rules in the college do get changed, and we make sure to update the student body through our Facebook page or through WhatsApp messages through the student body. So like for example, by 2 or 3 years before, I suppose there was a rule that 10 marks will be allocated for the attendance for each and every subject every semester. 10 marks will be allocated to the attendance, but now from now onwards there is no such thing as 10 marks for the attendance. You just have to maintain a minimum 75% attendance. It doesn't matter if you are having 100% or 75%.
Considering the stress on our students and there have been cases in our college as well. Do you think enough is being done for the students' mental health in our institution?
Okay, so yeah, there is this portal called Your Dost. Your Dost is actually a self-help portal. Okay, it's basically a startup from IIT Madras, I suppose. So they came to the then Dean SW, and they pitched their idea that following is our platform, and following other services we provide. Like for example, they'll provide. For example, if you are having an exam and you are stressed, so they'll provide you a help during, like they can, there comes a real person on the chat or on the phone call with whom you can chat and converse with whatever stress you have. You can discuss it with them anonymously. Other than that, there are various issues. If you are having problem in friends, if you are having problems in relationships, or exam stress, or if you want to know that what should I do further, a career choice. So that platform has a group of experts who are like quite good in psychology and all, student psychology particularly, and they are there for the help of students. The college pays them quite an amount for that.
Even though our college does have an active student democracy, do you still believe there is a disconnect between, let's say, the faculty and the administration and the students?
Okay, so like if you have asked this question, let me address this way. The first major disconnect which comes is between the student body, the students, general students, and the elected leaders, because once a person gets elected, they completely lose trust in them. They just think that this person is getting elected just for the past, just for the responsibilities. They do not trust them generally.
Yep.
Like I have a group of EW members and the SAC members. They regularly interact with me and they tell me one thing, that whatever good we try to do, we never get the support from the student body, because the students always think that the leader who is above them, who is leading them, is unworthy, is not worthy of leading them. So that's where the first disconnect happens, because the students directly do not trust the leaders.
So could you basically walk us through what happened this time during Sparsh?
Okay, so Sparsh was being well managed very well by the CCAS and CAS until I get the last notice. But when this event happened in Pulwama on 14th of February, until 4 or 5 days we did not feel a hint of it, that what is happening in the country. So when we used to go out of the campus and all, and everywhere there were candle marches and all, and even from the alumni we were getting some messages that the following event has happened, and somewhere the CCAS, the CAS, the whole student council, and even I personally, somewhere we also felt that we need to do something to support those people instead of having a dance performance or a celebrity night or an EDM night on that walk. So that's what made the student council took this decision. This was a very, very difficult decision, to be very honest. Like when we took this decision, the first hint we got from the student body and the whole college that no one is in this favor, but since we were having a noble cause, since the whole money was being donated to such a noble cause, so yeah, the days were difficult. The final 4 or 5 days were difficult, but we could get some very good guests in Veero Ko Naman, which were, I suppose, better than any celebrity the college would have ever had. Like if you guys had seen what they all spoke and all. So what I feel that whatever happened this year, it was a very good thing, and yeah. So I do not feel that whatever there should be any regrets for the CAS or the CCS.
Could you comment on rumors again that Ignis is being cancelled?
Yeah, Ignis is cancelled because the Ignis starts from Friday evening. We have full Saturday in the Ignis Fest and we have full Sunday involved.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Dean Academic denied Ignis the permission to students to play Ignis because he said that on Saturdays we do not have a half day. Most of the people might have a full day, so he didn't want the students to miss the classes because of the fest. So that's why the Ignis is cancelled.
And finally, is there a message you want to share with our audience?
Okay, a message to my juniors particularly, because the friends are leaving with me. Just make sure that you be in touch with the right people, follow the right practices, and take advices, make mistakes, but make sure that you learn from your mistake and others' mistakes also. Talk to seniors, they are good people, but just make sure that talk to good seniors, because you will get to know which senior is gonna help you, which senior is gonna not help you. You're gonna get to know. And study, it's important. You will get placed only because if you are studying. And yeah, participate in cultural activities and co-curricular activities, sports and all. Just make sure that you live up every moment of your college life in the 4 years. And yeah, make good friends and chill है, light है यार, chill रहने का.